Hello, Prabhu, with your permission, very quick introduction. Last time we said we want Prabhuji to make Hyderabad as his second home, and we are starting to see most of it. There's not so much. Prabhuji had one class like not too long ago. The Prabhu said there's not so much to talk about, but then three books released since then. The volume 6 of Bhagavatam Tales and 10.2 Subodhini, Bhagavad Subodhini, and Mindful of Me, and then 3 books, 2 awards, Spiritual Scientist Award. And last night, at this moment, I guess, right, Prabhu, last night around this time, he was receiving the Visionary Leader Spirituality Award and the Hall of Fame category. That's really prestigious award. So he was in the company of extraordinary people, like people with extraordinary achievements like Anupam Kher and people industrially achieved people. Last night and tonight he's here for us to talk about Vamana Leela. So we are going through different series of Leelas that Leela and Prabhuji has been explaining for last few weeks. And it's Krishna's Leela that we have Prabhuji here to explain Vamana Leela. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Is that better? That mic is better? Hare Krishna. It's not sharp enough. Hare Krishna. Sing. Hare Krishna. She was singing, it was good. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Subara Prabhu, for such an affectionate and sweet introduction. I think last time when we came here, we discussed Samudra Manthan, right?
Yes.
Bali Maharaj pastime is continuation of Samudra Manthan. This is part 2 of that class. Okay, we'll start. Jayarada Madhav should we do or? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurummilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yatavatamanam Shri Guru Vaishnavasya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vikam Sujiva Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Sakhamikam. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurani Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांता स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशकारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण. My humble obeisances to all the devotees assembled here. Last time when we met, we discussed the pastime of Samudra Manthan from the 8th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Samudra Manthan ended with a very exciting moment for the devatas and very what is betrayed moment of betrayal for the demons. So there was a huge fight between the devatas and the demons. In that fight, naturally, the devatas were winning and the demons were losing. And devatas are naturally powerful, more powerful than the demons, but somehow, because of their offense to uh, Durvasa Muni, they lost their power. Now they regained their power by the blessings of the Lord and especially by drinking Amrit. They regained their power, they are very powerful. Now, they were winning the war. So at this moment, the demons thought that if we fight in a very straightforward manner, we won't be able to win over these devatas. So let's use some black arts, magical tricks to defeat them. So they created so many magical illusions. Then all the devatas were bewildered. If the demons are fighting in a straightforward manner, devatas could have done something. But because the demons took to so many black arts and magical illusions, they just could not handle it. Then they offered prayers to the Lord. And whenever the devotees are in need, the Supreme Lord descends on the back of Garuda to protect all these uh, devatas. So the Lord came on the back of Garuda. Bhaktapaya bhujanga Garuda Mani, Trailokya Rakshamani. So he dispelled all the illusions created by the demons and he protected the devatas and he left. And the fight continued. So when the fight was continuing, the devatas became very proud again. They were proud of their prosperity, they are proud of their power, they are proud of their the support that they received from the Lord. So Indra was fighting against Bali Maharaj. Then Bali Maharaj, he spoke very strongly with Indra. He said, Indra, you are boasting about yourself so much. You are saying that you will defeat me, this and that. Please understand, your power is not your power. It is Lord Vishnu who empowered you, and with that power you are defeating us, and you are claiming credit for your power. You are so foolish. Indra could not speak a single word because whatever Bali Maharaj said is correct. Till now, in this whole episode of Samudra Manthan, we did not see the glory of Bali Maharaj. And we don't know what sadhana he did also. He did not do much sadhana. But Bali Maharaj's devotional qualities will be revealed henceforth. Maybe after half an hour or so, we'll discuss more vividly Bali Maharaj's devotional qualities and what is the root of his devotion. But before that, let's complete this fighting episode. So, after so much of argumentation between Bali Maharaj and Indra, Fight continued. At one point, Indra became very powerful and then he defeated Bali Maharaj and Bali Maharaj fell unconscious, almost dead. Not only Bali Maharaj, so many other demons also were losing their lives. The devatas started chopping off all of them, killing them. And at one point, Lord Brahma, sitting in his Brahmaloka, thought that why are these devatas unnecessarily killing so many demons? Not necessary to kill so many demons. So immediately Brahma told Narada Muni, Narada Muni, go and stop the fight. So Narada Muni descended on the battlefield where the levels of passion are so high. The devatas and the demons were fighting with each other and the devatas were winning and they were almost at a stage where they can wipe out entire race of demons. That was the situation of fight at this moment. Then Narada Muni descended. He saw so many demons, bodies lying there, lifeless. He went to the devatas. He said, you wanted heavenly positions, you got them. You wanted Amrit, you got them. And you got the mercy of the Lord. What else do you want? Why do you want to take away the lives of the demons? Stop this fight. Devatas, to their credit, they obeyed Narada Muni's instruction. Right? Although devatas were sometimes selfish, sometimes greedy, sometimes proud, overall they are devotees. And they have this quality of obedience, submissiveness, respect for Vaishnavas and the Supreme Lord ultimately. Sometimes they make mistakes, but they are devotees. We need to uh, recognize the glory of these devatas very much. You know why? These devatas, let's go to 7th canto. We are discussing 8th canto now. Let's go to 7th canto once. When Hiranyakashipu went to perform austerities, the devatas became extremely fearful. Hiranyakashipu might become powerful. What will happen? We may lose our positions. So what did the devatas do? These devatas went to Hiranyakashipu's palace and tried to kidnap Kayadu. She was pregnant at that time. And Narada Muni came there and asked the devatas, what are you doing? They said that we don't want to harm this lady. That's not our intention. Please don't misunderstand us. She's pregnant. We are trying to kidnap her. We will keep her in our captivity till she gives birth to a child. And as soon as she gives birth to a child, we'll kill the child and release her. You will kill the child. Why? Narada Muni asked. Then the Devata said that Hiranyakashipu is such a powerful demon. And his son also will be demon, a great demon like him. So we want to kill him. So even in those days also women are never harmed. Unless the women are like Putana or Surpanakha. So they are never harmed. And even then also, Ram hesitated a lot to kill Putana. Because Vishwamitra ordered, saying, Arey, you cannot hesitate, please kill. Therefore Ram killed. Krishna hesitated to kill Putana. Oh, sorry, Ram hesitated to kill Tataka, sorry. And Krishna hesitated to kill Putana. So there was hesitation even if there is a misbehavior on their part. Here also Devatas never intended to kill Kayadu. And even Kamsa, who was about to kill Devaki when he heard the announcement, he paused when Vasudeva gave some arguments. He said, okay, I'll kill her babies, not her. So when she was so effulgent in Kamsa's prison cell, when Krishna entered into her womb, Devaki was very effulgent. Then Kamsa said, no, let me kill her. No, let me not kill her. So let me not kill her. After all, she's my sister. She's pregnant. How can I kill her? After she gives birth to the child, I'll kill the child. He was thinking like that. Anyways, that's a side point. Now, these devatas, were about to kill this boy. Prahlad Maharaj was still within the womb. Some echo coming. Can we do something about it? So Narada Muni said, just because this Hiranyakashipu is a powerful demon, how can you assume that Hiranyakashipu's son also will be demon? Hiranyakashipu's son will be a pure Vaishnava, a great Vaishnava. Thank you. So all these devatas immediately believed. What Narada Muni said is very difficult to believe, extremely difficult to believe, isn't it? They were saying that Hiranyakashipu's son will be a glorious Vaishnava, Mahabhagavat Vaishnava. Who will believe that? But the devatas are very obedient to Narada Muni. Here, two things we need to observe. Narada Muni had such purity of consciousness. Narada Muni's words have that authoritative nature and the credibility that even passionate devatas at that moment who were about to kill the child, they also will keep quiet. Right? So Narada Muni said, don't kill him. He will become a Vaishnava. And they believed his words and they circumambulated. They did parikrama of Mother Kayadu, offered obeisances to her child within the womb, and they left. This is called obedience beyond logic. Right? There is no logic in this kind of obedience because Narada Muni's words are unbelievable. But they believed. Similarly, in this context, Narada Muni is coming and saying that my dear Devatas, you should stop this fight. Now, Devatas were on the verge of annihilating the entire race of demons. Just understand this. If they wipe out the race of demons, no more problems, no more threat to their heavenly positions. Right? But still, they were willing to stop the fight. Generally, when you are fighting, forget fighting, when you are arguing, verbally arguing with somebody, your passion levels are so high that you cannot pay heed to any good advice. Right? So people are asking, hey, don't fight. But people will fight, people will quarrel. Even kids also cannot handle. Right? Sometimes two kids are quarreling. Parents are saying, hey, please, don't do that. Don't fight. But still they fight. So that is the nature of passion. In anger, people will forget everything. When they are in a mood of quarrel, people will lose all common sense. Right? That's why Kali Yuga is called age of quarrel. Because people don't have common sense. Right? They cannot control their mind. They cannot control their senses. They cannot control their emotions. They always go beyond certain limits. So anyways, these devatas immediately stopped their fight. Narada Muni told, stop this fight. So let's stop this fight. So this is the obedience of devatas. Now what is the situation? All the devatas went back to their heavenly planets and many demons died lying there unconscious and some demons survived trying to take care of the dead demons. So at this moment, Shukracharya came to this battlefield. Shukracharya had a special mantra called Sanji-vani mantra. Sanji-vani means that which induces life. So Shukracharya used that Sanji-vani mantra and revived the lives of all demons, especially Bali Maharaj. And he only had a Sanji-vani mantra that can bring a dead body back to life. And Hanumanji had Sanji-vani mulika, Sanji-vani herb, which he brought from the Himalaya mountain range. And he revived the unconscious monkeys, Vanara soldiers in the Lanka war. And he also revived Ram and Lakshman. Of course, Ram and Lakshman can never become unconscious. But as a part of pastime, they fell unconscious and Hanumanji revived them by bringing Sanjeevani. Right? So, for a devotee, the real Sanjeevani is not the Sanjeevani herb that Hanumanji got. It's not the Sanjeevani mantra that Shukracharya employed to revive the demons. For a devotee, real Sanjeevani is Krishna Katha, Krishna's mercy. Yontah pravishya bhavacha vimam prasuptam sanjeevayatyakila shaktidhara swadhamna anyam sahasta charana shravanatvagadin Pranannamo bhagavate purushaya tubhyam yo antah pravishya. So Dhruva Maharaj performed tapasya for 6 months and Lord Vishnu manifested in front of him and blessed him, touched his conch shell to his forehead and empowered him and enlightened him with all Vedic wisdom. He became equipped with all the conclusions of the Vedas. This is Dhruva's situation, and at this moment, Dhruva Maharaj is expressing his gratitude. He said, Yontaha pravishya bhamavachamimam prasuptam. O Lord, you have entered within me out of your mercy. Yo antaha pravishya. You entered within me. Mama vachamimam prasuptam. You have reawakened my speech. Mama vacham. Imam prasuptam. Till now my power of speech was sleeping. He spoke so many things in front of Narada Muni. Narada Muni was telling him, you are a small child. You cannot go to the forest. You should not take insults or disrespect seriously. You should go and play. You should be attached to sports. Why are you taking your stepmother's words so seriously, so personally? And he said so many things. Dhruva Maharaj said, all these non-spicy instructions are meant for Brahmanas. I'm a Kshatriya boy. My blood is boiling. Right? If you have non-spicy khichdi, give it to some Brahman. I want mirchi. Right? My heart is longing to take revenge on my stepmother. And I'm very envious of my stepbrother. And I'm very ambitious to attain a position superior to my great-grandfather Brahma. So, if you have any honest means to attain that goal, please tell me. That's all I want from you. Nothing more. So he said so many things earlier, before doing tapasya for 6 months. And after doing tapasya for 6 months, after attaining the darshan of the Lord, he's saying, Yontaha pravishya bhamavachamimam prasupta. Till now, my power of speech has been sleeping, my dear Lord. He spoke so much, but he says it has been sleeping. And you have awakened it. Sanji-vayati. Sanjivayati akhila shakti dhara swadhamna. Sanjivayati akhila shakti dhara. Oh Lord, you are the possessor of all potencies, all energies. You are very potent. So you have awakened. Sanjivati means you induced life into me. You have awakened my power of speech. Not only power of speech. Anyamscha, hasta, charana, shravana, tvagadi. He is speaking all gnanendriyas or karmendriyas. You have reawakened my power of speech. You have reawakened everything in my system. All my senses are awakened. Why is he saying that? His senses were awake. He ran away from home without telling anyone. He did tapasya. But still he says that my senses are sleeping till now. The explanation here is, unless we utilize your senses in Krishna's service, they are said to be sleeping. The material senses will be superactive or hyperactive, searching for sense gratification, pursuing material pleasures. Material senses are superactive. But unless we utilize those senses in Krishna's seva, they are said to be sleeping only. However active your senses may be, your hands may be active, your legs may be active, your eyes may be active, looking at material beauties. Your ears may be active, hearing so much gossip and ninda, Vaishnava ninda. Ears are super active. Nose is super active, smelling all kinds of fragrances and scents. Right? Tongue is super active, tasting all kinds of foods, junk food, whatever. But unless we utilize all these senses in Krishna's service, they are said to be sleeping, spiritually sleeping. Materially active, but spiritually sleeping. So, Dhruva Maharaj said, you have reawakened my senses. In the story, Sukracharya used Sanji-vani mantra to revive the demons, to bring them back to life. But in this context, we said that the real revival, real Sanji-vani mantra for us is Krishna Katha, Krishna's mercy, Krishna Naam. Anything connected to Krishna is the real Sanji-vani. It's the real Aushadha, real medicine. Nivritta tarshair upagiyavana bhavaushadhat srotra mano abhiramat ka uttama shloka gunanuvadat puman virajyeta vina pashuddhanat nivrittatarshai rupagiyamanat bhavaushadhat shrotra manobhiramat. This Krishna Katha is Bhava Aushadha. It's a real medicine for material disease. Shrotra manobhiramat, very, very pleasing to the ears and heart. So that's why Krishna Katha is called medicine. Sanjivayati. Vyamoha prashamaushadham munimano vritti pravrityaushadham. Daityendraktikaraushadham tribhuvane sanjivanaikaushadham. Bhaktatyantahitaushadham bhavabhaya pradhamsanaikaushadham. Shreyah praktikaraushadham pibamana Sri Krishna divyaushadham. Vyamoha prashamaushadham. This Krishna Katha will act as Sanjivani, we discussed it. Krishna Katha will act as medicine, Aushadha. Krishna Katha will act as nectar also. Some medicines are not nectarian. And nectar is not considered a medicine. But when the medicinal qualities and the sweetness of nectar come together, that is Krishna Katha. It can destroy the material disease like a medicine, and it can also nourish the consciousness like nectar. That's why Bhavaushadhat Shrotra Mano Bhiramat. Bhava Aushadhat. Aushadha can destroy the disease. Mano Abhiramat. Nectar can please your heart, can please your mind completely. So this is the glory of Krishna Katha. So in the case of devatas, they got nectar. But that is not real nectar, by the way. So in this whole episode, we may think that devatas are the winners. We also discussed some glories of the devatas. But actually, devatas are not winners. Bali Maharaj is the winner. Bhagavatam is such a transcendental literature that establishes losers as heroes and winners as zeros. In the fight between Vritrasur and Indra, who won and who lost? Indra won and Vritrasur lost, but Vritrasur is the hero, not Indra. And in this Samudra Manthan episode, Bali Maharaj lost and Indra won. Who is the hero? Bali Maharaj is the hero. How is he the hero? We'll discuss for the rest of our day. We can extend, right? Yeah. I'm not in the mode of completing the syllabus. Yes, I'm going slowly. Whatever comes to my mind, I'm just sharing. So, Bali Maharaj's devotional qualities will be revealed later. And even later also, when Bali Maharaj occupied the heavenly planets, Vamana Dev came to take away the heavenly planets and give it to Indra once again. Then also, Indra is loser and Bali is the winner. How? Bali Maharaj got the mercy of Vamana Dev, Indra got heavenly planets. Which is better? Mercy of the Lord or heavenly planets? Similarly, in this context, Devatas got Amrit and Bali Maharaj apparently got Sanji-vani, but he will get another Sanji-vani very soon. Not the Sanji-vani that Shukracharya employed to revive Bali Maharaj. The real Sanji-vani that Bali Maharaj got was the blessings of Prahlad Maharaj. Right? The Shukracharya revived Bali Maharaj with Sanji-vani mantra. Unconscious Bali Maharaj became conscious. Lifeless Bali Maharaj became full of life and very strong. Then Shukracharya conducted a great sacrifice, Vishwajit sacrifice, along with so many Brahmanas who are the descendants of Bhrigu dynasty. So these Brahmanas who are the descendants of Bhrigu dynasty and Shukracharya, so they conducted a sacrifice, and in that sacrifice, Vishwajit Yajna, Bali Maharaj became so powerful and he got a special chariot with horses, and he also got some weapons and inexhaustible quivers, bow, arrows, so many other things he got. And at this context, in this moment, Prahlad Maharaj came with a garland he offered it to Bali Maharaj. Shukracharya gave a conch shell, offered it to Bali Maharaj. So that garland given by Prahlad Maharaj, or whatever blessing that is given by Prahlad Maharaj to Bali Maharaj, is not just a blessing to conquer the heavenly planets. The current context is that Bali Maharaj lost in this battle with the devatas. Now Shukracharya, the guru of the demons, he wanted to empower Bali Maharaj. He wanted to equip Bali Maharaj with all kinds of military paraphernalia and strength and so much of army, inexhaustible weapons, give him so much confidence, and send him again to the heavenly planets to conquer the heavenly planets. That is Shukracharya's plan. Because Shukracharya apparently seems that he's a well-wisher of the demons. Maybe, definitely. But there is another angle to his personality. Unless the demons are flourishing, he cannot flourish. Because he's a priest of the demons, his survival is dependent on the demons. If the demons are not in power, when they are on roads, Shukracharya is also on roads. So he has to empower his disciple, his so-called disciples who are maintaining him. So that's why he has Brahminical power, and he needed Kshatriya assistance, right? So he gave some blessings. Shukracharya gave some blessings, but they are on a material plane. Shukracharya's blessings were more on a material plane that equipped Bali Maharaj to conquer the heavenly planets. And in the same context, Prahlad Maharaj is also giving blessings to Bali Maharaj to conquer the heavenly planets. But Prahlad Maharaj's blessing is not a material blessing. Right? Now, please understand, it is a system made by the Lord. In a Manvantara, there are 6 kinds of elements. You know, right? Manvantaro manurdeva manuputraha sureshwaraha prashayomshaavatarascha hareha shadvidhamuchyate. Means Manu, Manuputras, Rishis, and a Manvantara avatar, Sapta Rishis, Indra. So these are all the office bearers in any Manvantara. So the Lord has appointed these 6 categories of people to orchestrate all the universal affairs for one Manvantara period. 71 Divya Yugas, right? Amongst these office bearers, are there demons? No. The Lord wanted Indra to rule. The Lord wanted the devatas to rule. The Lord wanted Saptarshis to take care of certain administrative affairs by giving them the necessary inputs to other rulers. But the Lord never wanted the demons to rule. So the Lord has made a system that the devatas are supposed to take care of the universe. How can Prahlad Maharaj bless Bali Maharaj to conquer the heavenly planets? Did you ever think about it? Prahlad Maharaj is blessing Bali Maharaj to conquer the heavenly planets. What does it mean? It is going against the cosmic administrative system, the universal government system made by the Supreme Lord Krishna. Isn't it? Prahlad Maharaj is encouraging Bali Maharaj, go with all your armies. Go and sit in heaven. Chase away all the demons. Chase away all the devatas. All the demons occupy. That means it's going against the Lord's management. Prahlad Maharaj is a pure devotee. How can a pure devotee act against the will of the Lord? The answer is, Prahlad Maharaj's blessings upon Bali Maharaj were not material blessings to conquer heavenly planets. He himself is a pure devotee. How can he encourage another devotee to have material enjoyment? When Narasimhadev blessed or offered a boon to Prahlad Maharaj, take whatever you want. Any boon you want, you take. What did Prahlad Maharaj say? Oh Narasimhadev, please don't tempt me. Please don't allure me. I can't take this allurement. I am already a demon. I am already absorbed in sense gratification. I am already immersed in mode of passion and ignorance. How can I accept any more material boons? That will be greater distraction for me. I am not a merchant I am not a businessman to exchange my service for some material boons. I am your selfless servant and you are my eternal master. Let this be our relationship. I don't want anything else. So I don't want any boon. Then he said, I want one boon. What is that? If at all you want to give me some boon, please bless me so that I don't have any material desires in my heart. Destroy all the material desires in my heart. That is the boon that he wanted. That's what he requested. Destroy all the material desires in my heart. And after that again he asked one more boon. Please liberate my father Hiranyakashipu. Such a selfless Prahlad Maharaj, who was so mature at the age of 5, who was totally detached from any material affairs, how can he bless Bali Maharaj, his grandson, to go and occupy heaven? Did you ever think about it? So Prahlad Maharaj's blessings were not material. Basically, Prahlad Maharaj blessed Bali Maharaj to go through whatever he has to go through to get Vamanadev's mercy. If Bali Maharaj has not conquered the heavenly planets, Lord Vamanadev would not get a chance to come and beg Bali Maharaj 3 steps of land. And Bali Maharaj would not have got an opportunity to surrender everything to the Lord and become an example of Atma Nivedanam. So, basically, Prahlad Maharaj's blessings ultimately directed Bali Maharaj to accept the blessings of Vamana. When a pure devotee blesses anyone, the blessings are never material. Apparently, material success can come by the blessings of a pure devotee, apparently or immediately, as an instant outcome. But ultimately, a pure devotee's blessing is meant to take us closer to Krishna and not closer to matter. This is a very, very important thing to note. What to expect from a pure devotee, we should be clear. I offer this prayer to the Lord, or I beg blessings from so and so pure devotee. That's why I got this material privilege. I got success in this endeavor. I got success in this project. So that success, which is externally material success, that success is meant to take us to the next step in spiritual life. Don't settle down for material successes. Materially, one may be very accomplished. I hope you're able to follow. Yeah. Let's not settle down to any material successes. And let's not bring down the glorious spiritual blessings of a pure devotee to, a level of, material success. I had so much fever, and because this devotee glanced at me, my fever is gone. Yeah, by his glances, fever may go, so that you can do sadhana. Eradication of this material problem is not the main product. Your continuation of spiritual service is the main product, right? So every time you may, attain a milestone, which is considered a great thing on a material plane. Please don't be carried away with that material success, external success. See the spiritual purpose behind it. You may get money, name, fame, prestige, followers, fans, this and that. What is the need for all of them? How are they relevant? You need to see the relevance of all these things for the ultimate goal of Krishna Prema. So I am attaining these things. For example, somebody gets a gift of this phone or some expensive gadget, or somebody gets so much money, somebody gets promotion, somebody gets some other material privilege, or land, or a building, or whatever.
Right.
Hare Krishna. So all these blessings or material privileges that we get are ultimately meant to bring us to the stage of attaining Krishna Prema. Hare Krishna. Fine? So we need to utilize all the material boons or material blessings that we are getting for advancing in spiritual life. If attaining Krishna Prema is not our purpose, is not our goal, it's not our ultimate outlook, whatever may be the number of material privileges you get on the bodily platform, physical platform, they are of no relevance to the soul. Our excitement is only foolishness. Hare Krishna. Is it done or can we do something better? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Okay, thank you. So Bali Maharaj was blessed with Prahlad Maharaj. It's much better, Prabhu. Thank you. Bali Maharaj was blessed with Prahlad Maharaj to conquer the heavenly planets. But that's not what Prahlad Maharaj meant, right? So therefore, let's not expect from pure devotees any material boons, material support. Anyways, let's now discuss the journey of Bali Maharaj. So Bali Maharaj received all these blessings, garlands, conch shell, quivers, and military forces, so much of Sena, so many soldiers, chariot, horses, and with great confidence, he went to the heavenly planets. He started blowing his conch shell with great confidence. Now, Indra saw him from a distance. And it's very, very clear that Bali Maharaj intended to fight. He's coming for a fight, that's very clear. And being a Kshatriya, Indra is supposed to prepare himself for fight. All the devatas are supposed to prepare themselves for fight, but they were not ready to fight. Seeing the mere confidence with which Bali Maharaj is coming towards heavenly planets with so much of army, all the confidence of devatas was lost. So they felt very anxious. What's happening? Just now we defeated them. Just now we drank Amrit and they are deprived of Amrit. We defeated them. Why is he coming here? Now one may think that, oh, Amrit will make one immortal. After drinking Amrit, no more problems. It's not like that. This Amrit, this nectar that came out of Samudra Manthan, it can keep a devata powerful just for one manvantara period. That's all. Then also, there is a possibility that another power can overpower them. Right? In general speaking, Amrit can keep them powerful for one manvantara period. After that, gone. Right? So Amrit will not make anyone immortal. Okay. If you have heard it, or if you thought about it, if you are still thinking about it, please erase that in your mind. Okay. Only Krishna Kathamrit can make you immortal, not the material Amrit, or the external Amrit. Then why did the Lord create such a big pastime of Samudra Manthan to produce nectar? He wanted to perform pastimes. He wanted to become Kurmavatar and give us a lesson that you need to be stable in your devotional service. Whenever you don't have stability, you take my shelter. I will make you stable. Because Manthara mountain was not stable. So the Lord gave support to it and then made it stable. So the Lord wanted to enjoy pastimes. And reinstating the devatas in their heavenly positions is an outcome through Amrit. So Bali Maharaj became extremely confident, super confident. And seeing the confidence, devatas lost their confidence. And they asked Sukracharya, Oh Guru, not Sukracharya, but Brihaspati. Oh Guru, Brihaspati, how come Bali Maharaj is so confident? Then Brihaspati said, that is not his power, that is not his confidence. Because he worshipped his Guru, Sukracharya so much, and because his Guru Sukracharya and all the other Brahmanas in the Bhrigu dynasty offered him profuse blessings, he became very powerful. That is not Bali's power, that is the power of blessings that he received. Indirectly, Brihaspati also told the devatas that if you worship us, you will also get blessings, right? Because you are not worshipping us. After getting Amrit, you become little carried away for your power and position, right? So, when we get some power or privileges and position, consciously or unconsciously, we may underestimate the glories of our superiors. Because we are becoming superior, right? We are becoming greater. And when a subordinate eventually becomes a star, his superior doesn't look like a star anymore. Good star ban gaya. So how can I value him anymore? So it happens. So in bhakti, one thing that we need to retain very consciously is humility. And that humility makes us respectful towards our elders and all the devotees. Just because we are attaining some success in life for various reasons, we cannot be so carried away and then not acknowledge the blessings that we have received in the past, the mercy that we have received in the past. Don't become ungrateful to those people who helped you and supported you all the way in your spiritual journey so far. So, Brihaspati indicated to Indra and other devatas that, see, if you have worshipped me, I would have blessed you also. You also would have been powerful. You need not lose your confidence in his confidence. You could have confidently attacked him, counter-attacked him. So, power of blessings. Now, very important point. I have learnt it from my spiritual master about the power of blessings. Blessings are beyond the giver of blessings. If you have 1,000 rupees in your pocket, how much can you donate? How much can you donate maximum? 1,000. Can you donate 2,000? No, right? You don't have. It's beyond your capacity. But blessings are not like that. Blessings are beyond the giver. So, if a devotee can bless another devotee beyond his or her capacity. Because blessing is not that you just put in this mudra, right? I bless you to become a multi-millionaire. Or I bless you to become a great warrior. Or I bless you to get this privilege or that privilege. It's not that. That's how many movies depict Tathastu, Ashirwad. But it's not necessarily like that. Blessing basically means a genuine wish, a genuine desire in the heart of a devotee for the well-being of another devotee. That is a blessing. Right? If another devotee genuinely desires your spiritual welfare, that's a blessing upon you. You may not even know that this devotee desired for my spiritual welfare, prayed for my spiritual welfare. You may not even know, but that's a blessing upon you. We are surviving in our spiritual life because somebody is praying for us. Our Guru is praying for us. Our Guru is praying for us. Other Vaishnavas are praying for us. That's the source of our survival. If we think that we are surviving in bhakti because of our own endeavors, and if you don't recognize, gratefully if you don't recognize the contributions of so many other Vaishnavas, especially spiritual masters for our spiritual life, we have a long way to go basically. Somebody is praying for us and that prayer is blessing. And blessing need not be communicated verbally also. So you have done some service and this devotee is pleased with that service, the pleasure of this Vaishnava will act as a blessing upon you. You may not know that he is pleased, and he may not know that you have done that service. Paramatma network will do the needful. Right? You have done the seva, and some Vaishnava is pleased, and the pleasure is a blessing upon you, and you will get the blessing. All verbal communication, physical communication need not be there also. They're there, that's an extra thing, that's extra detail. So we need to focus on our good service, sincere service with all integrity. Blessings will automatically come. So Bali Maharaj was blessed by Shukracharya, by all the Brahmanas of Bhrigu dynasty, and Prahlad Maharaj personally. If you remember, I made another point just a couple of minutes back. Blessings are beyond the giver. So I gave justification, but let me be a little more explicit in this. Blessings are beyond the giver because when a devotee is pleased with another devotee, this devotee will offer a sincere prayer to the Lord for the well-being of this devotee. That will act as a blessing upon this devotee. Then this giver, so-called giver of blessing, is invoking a higher power to bless this person. Right? So you may have only 1,000 rupees in your pocket. Right? So you cannot offer anything more than 1,000 to someone who is in need. But if the other person needs more, say 2,000 or 10,000, you don't have it, you offer a prayer to someone who has 1 lakh. And that person will donate him 10,000. Right? That is your blessing upon him. You have not given it. Okay? You did the needful so that he gets it. That is blessing. That's support. So blessings are beyond the giver in spiritual circles especially. So whenever a devotee blesses, it's not that the devotee has the capacity to work for the well-being of another person. It is Krishna's capacity that is empowering the devotee to do the needful to rectify this person's situation. Right? So that's why we should utilize the power of prayer. Oftentimes, we become so self-obsessed, self-centric that we don't sufficiently offer prayers to the Lord for other devotees. It's not costly, it's not expensive. We can always pray to the Lord for another devotee's well-being. Oh Lord, so this devotee is a little stuck here. Can you please help him to release him from that, so that he can progress in spiritual life? You pray for their spiritual well-being only. But if they're materially stuck at some point, and if that material obstacle is a great hindrance for their spiritual progress, you can even pray for their pray for rectification of that material problem, right? So that they can progress spiritually. Or just simply say, oh Lord, please do the needful so that he can take shelter of your lotus feet well. Now he is filled with so many anxieties. Please help him. So like that, we can offer prayers. Every day we can offer prayers. If it is within your capacity, you can go and personally help the devotee. If it is beyond your capacity, you can offer a prayer. So your well-wishing nature, your prayerful attitude, your kindness, your compassion is a blessing upon the devotee, and that's a blessing beyond your capacity. Blessing beyond your ability. Right? We can invoke the blessings of the Lord with our prayers. And that acts as our blessing upon someone. And we need not take any credit for that blessing also. We need to perceive or understand that this devotee is blessing me by offering this prayer. I'm very grateful for your blessings. But you prayed. You invoked the blessings of the Lord. Right? You recommended me to someone who has greater power than you. That's a blessing. So thus, Prahlad Maharaj offered a prayer to the Lord. My dear Lord, please make my grandson Bali Maharaj a pure devotee. Please bestow your great blessings upon him. Bali Maharaj is not a sadhana siddha. He did not go to Gurukul. He did not perform austerities. He did not chant 16 rounds. He did not do Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Padhavanam and all. Directly he did Atma Nivedana. Right? So where did that inspiration of Atma Nivedanam come in Bali Maharaj spontaneously as soon as he saw Vamana? That is because of the blessing of Prahlad Maharaj. And what is that blessing? He offered a prayer. Now we are equating prayer and blessing. Because Bali Maharaj is too much caught up in this management of the demonic dynasty, this and that. But he has the potential to become a pure devotee. Actually, everybody has the potential to become a pure devotee. But Prahlad Maharaj prayed. Actually, Prahlad Maharaj prayed for everybody. If you remember in the 5th canto of Bhagavatam, Prahlad Maharaj prayed, Swastyasya Vishwasya Khalaha Prasidatam Dhyayantu Bhutani Shivam Mithodiyam. Let everyone become well-wisher of everybody else. Let all the villains in this world may get transformed. Oh Lord, please bless them so that they can eradicate their envies in their hearts completely. So, Prahlad Maharaj is constantly praying for others' welfare. The prayer that he is offering to the Lord multiple times is a blessing upon us. We are surviving. One reason is Prahlad is praying for us. He already prayed. He prayed so many yugas back. It will work. This prayer is eternally valid. Not that you take a pass and the program is over, a pass is invalid. Yeah, take pass. Not like that. Prayer is not having validity for 1 year or 2 years or passport. The passport expired. 2030, done. Go and renew the passport. Visa expired. 6 months you cannot enter our country. But prayer will never get expired. Eternal prayer. Because all the acharyas prayed for us, the Guru Varga prayed for us, we are surviving in Bhakti. Prabhupada prayed for all of us. So many acharyas prayed for all of us. Haridas Thakur prayed for all of us. Prahlad Maharaj said, Naivo dvijaya paraduratyaya vaitaranya tadvirya gayana mahamritamatva chitta sochetato vimukhachetasa indriyartha Maya sukhaya bharamudvahato vimudhan. He said that I personally have absolutely no problems because that virya gayana mahamrita magna chittaha. All these devatas are running behind that nectar. Some nectar that came out of Samudra Manthan. But I am running behind this nectar of mahamrita. So virya gayana mahamrita. The nectar of Krishna Katha. So all I am happy, excited. Absolutely, I have no problems in my life because I am absorbed in Harikatha. I have one problem. Soche tato vimukhache tasa indriyartha. These people are so obsessed with Maya Sukha, illusory happiness. They're running behind material enjoyment, pursuing enjoyment on a material platform. They're wasting their human lives. Maya Sukhaya Bharamudvahato Vimudhan. They're carrying the bhara. They're carrying so much of burden of material happiness. Material happiness on a sensual platform is a burden. Why should we carry so much burden? Throw it. But we want to keep it back. You know that story, right? Prabhupada narrates. Once one old lady, every day she would go to the forest and collect some firewood for her survival. She would make a big bundle and keep it on her head and then bring it. One day she became so tired, she could not carry. And the bundle fell down. Then the Supreme Lord came, God came, Krishna came. He said, what do you want? Whatever you want, I will do. She could have asked for liberation. She could have asked for Krishna Prema. Or at least on the material platform, she could have asked for some wealth so that she can avoid going to the forest every day. But she said, please keep that firewood on my head. Maya sukhaya bharamudvahato vimudhan. The more we are desiring material happiness, the more we are voluntarily carrying burden on our heads. Although the Lord wants to relieve us from that burden, but we want to carry it. It's not His problem. We want to carry it. We voluntarily want to carry it. Please. I want to carry Maya Sukhaya Bharamudbhatu. Such people are called Vimudhan. And Prahlad Maharaj is praying for them. He is concerned about them. He is compassionate upon them. He is invoking the blessings of the Lord upon them. That is His blessing upon us. He already prayed for us many yugas back. Now, Bali Maharaj received such blessings. So one lesson is, blessings are beyond the giver. Right? Even if you have no ability to bestow some blessing upon someone, you can still bless the person. Bless me by offering the prayer to the Lord. Okay. So Bali Maharaj came, and Indra was consulting Brahaspati, and Brahaspati says, "You can't do anything." "I can't do anything." "Yes. "Oh, you can do one thing." "What is that?" "Get out of this place." Clear this place. Disguise yourself and in different forms go on roads. Leave heavenly planets. You can't fight. But rest. So without a fight, Bali Maharaj conquered the heavenly planets. No fight. But he conquered the heavenly planets. He occupied all the heavens with all his armies, and now back to normal, back to square one. Sometime like just before Samudra Manthan, the demons were ruling and the devas were on roads. And after a while, they got some nectar. Again the same point, same thing. Demons were ruling now. Even after drinking nectar, they came on roads. They came back. Mother Aditi, the mother of all the devatas, she became extremely concerned that my children came on roads. All the devatas lost their heavenly positions. So she became extremely concerned, and she was very sad. Then Kashyapa Muni looked at her and said, "Why are you so concerned? Why are you so sad? Could you not?" She asked so many questions. I will not elaborate on all that. But in essence, she revealed that my sons lost their positions. Devatas are not in their positions. Demons are occupying the positions. So please do something. Then Kashyapa Muni told her, you can perform a special vrata called Payovrata. Payovrata means subsisting only on milk for I think 11 days and worshipping the Lord by chanting some mantras and all that. She did that Payovrata, very sincerely she did. Then the Supreme Lord Vishnu appeared in front of her. She offered so many prayers. And she said that she did not even reveal what she wanted. The Lord said, I know your heart. I know why you invoked my presence. I will personally become your son as Vamana Dev, and I will reinstate all your sons in their heavenly positions, and I will dethrone all the demons. He said that. Actually, more than reciprocating with the desire of Mother Aditi, the Lord was planning to reciprocate with the desire of Prahlad Maharaj. Vamanadev's appearance is not exactly or not only mercy on Aditi or Kashyapa or Indra or all the devatas. Lord Vamanadev appeared specifically to bless Bali Maharaj in reciprocation with Prahlad Maharaj's prayer. Right? See the power of devotees' prayers. Somebody should pray for us, and we should pray for other devotees. That's our strength. So the Lord appeared to bless Bali Maharaj. And Bali Maharaj is not a sadhana siddha, as I said, is a kripa siddha. He attained perfection by the mercy of Bali Maharaj and of course Vamana Dev. Yeah, Bali Maharaj attained mercy of Vamana Dev and Prahlad Maharaj. So he is a kripa siddha. So the Lord appeared, Vamana Dev. It's a very long story. When he appeared, all the devatas were celebrating. They were showering flowers. Different devatas appeared there and offered so many gifts to Vamana Dev. And Vamana Dev, a dwarf Brahmana boy, first he appeared in a four-handed form, Vishnu form. Like Krishna also, he appeared in a four-handed Vishnu form and he transformed himself into infant two-handed baby child. Similarly, Vamana Dev also first appeared in four-handed Vishnu form, then he transformed himself into a dwarf Brahmana boy. So he was wearing deer skin, he was holding an umbrella, chhatri, kamandalu and many other things. And he went to Bali Maharaj sacrifice as soon as he appeared at a Bhragu Kacha. So seeing this Vamana from a distance, all the priests of Bali Maharaj, at the time he was doing some sacrifice, all the priests of Bali Maharaj were wondering, who is this personality? Did sun arrive with his effulgence here? So they were wondering. So Bali Maharaj could immediately capture the attention of all the onlookers there. Then Bali Maharaj, Vamana could capture the attention. So Vamana slowly came in front of Bali Maharaj. And Bali Maharaj, as soon as he saw Vamana he wanted to surrender himself completely, offer prostrated obeisances in front of Vamana but he did not do so. Why? He was thinking, oh, I am the king of demons and my guru is here and my demonic associates are here. If I offer prostrated obeisances in front of this boy, what will they think? Why Bali Maharaj hesitated like this? Because he immediately recognized that this Vamana is not a Brahmana boy, he is Vishnu himself. All others are seeing a Brahmana in Vamana Brahmana child in Vamana but only Bali Maharaj is seeing Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead in Vamana who came to bless him. But others did not know this. So Bali Maharaj immediately wanted to offer obeisances to the Lord, but he hesitated because he was the king of demons. But he got a thought, oh, why am I hesitating? Why we not hesitate? Vishnu did not come as Vishnu. He came as a Brahmana boy. And I am a Kshatriya king. And he is a guest. I am the host. A host can wash the feet of the guest. A Kshatriya can wash the feet of a Brahmana, even if the Brahmana is a child. So, let me take this opportunity to wash the feet. Why offer obeisances? Let me wash the feet directly. So, initially, Bali Maharaj offered obeisances to the Lord mentally. Within the mind, he offered obeisances, right? Because of the social pressure outside. Sometimes, our social circles will not allow us to express ourselves completely. What to do? Sometimes we may have to acknowledge the people around us, but we need to find some way or the other to present Krishna also. And we'll discuss about it later. But here, Bali Maharaj found some way to express his devotion publicly in front of everyone, so that they don't have an objection and he can express the devotion that he had in his heart. So he asked the boy, my dear child, what do you want? You have come here to beg something from me? It's a very long conversation, but I'll keep it short. Whatever you want, you please ask me. And then Bali Maharaj, when he proposed like this, Vamana said that you spoke in a very, very befitting manner. Your whole dynasty is very charitable, very glorious. So now you are also representing the dynasty and bestowing so much mercy upon me. I am ready. You are willing to offer any charity that I need. But I need only 3 steps of land. Just 3 steps of land, that too with the measurement of my steps. It's a very important clause. But Bali Maharaj overly focused on the first phrase, 3 steps of land, and he ignored the clause of 3 steps according to his measurement. Right? Bali Maharaj thought that, hey, you are a small child, you are not very prudent. You are not very intelligent in understanding your own welfare, your own interests. Better ask something more. If somebody takes charity from me, he need not take charity from anyone else for the next 10 lifetimes. I can give you an entire island if you want. All the three worlds are in my control. I can give you wealth, diamonds, lands, kingdoms. I can give you girls so that you can marry. Then I can give you cows, I can give you elephants, whatever you want. Then Bali Maharaj said, even if you give me three worlds, I will not be satisfied. I will not be pleased with you. So we need to have satisfaction. We need to take whatever we need and we should not be greedy so much. So Vamana gave a big seminar on the principles of satisfaction, but he acted exactly against his seminar. That is Vamana style. So you take a paper as big as the sky, take as much ink as the water in the ocean, and dip your pen in the water, in that ink, and then keep writing on the paper of sky. You will say additional sheet, please. It's like in exam, kids ask, right? I want additional sheet. So that's the extent of our material desires. So Vamana said, I am satisfied with 3 steps of land. If you can't give, okay, fine, no problem, I'll go. I'll give you. Sit. So he promised, I will give 3 steps of land. Then Shukracharya became very alarmed. I did so much endeavor to bring Bali Maharaj to this position of the ruler of all the three worlds. Now he is just giving charity. He told, my dear Bali Maharaj, my dear disciple, I'm your guru, must remember that. You should take back your words. You need not keep this promise. Because this boy is not a Brahmana boy. He is the Supreme Lord Vishnu himself. He came in the form of a Brahmana boy to take away all your property, all the three worlds, and give it to Indra. So, take back your promise. Then Bali Maharaj said, how can I take back my promise? I should be truthful to my words. I am coming from the dynasty of Prahlad Maharaj. I cannot bring bad reputation to my dynasty, to my grandfather. It's very, very shameful. I cannot give up my promise. Then Shukracharya gave 9 arguments. I don't remember all of them now at this moment. I don't have any notes. So he gave 9 arguments how you can take back your promise. I said a couple of them already. He said, unless you utter Om while giving a promise, that promise is not valid. It's like a stamp. You didn't say Om, right? You don't have to give charity. You can take back your words. Then again he said that whenever your life is in threat, whenever you are losing your property or your life, you can always speak a lie. And you will not be affected by speaking such a lie. So for you, you need to survive. First priority of a person is to maintain one's own livelihood. If you give charity at the cost of compromising on your livelihood and your own maintenance, that kind of charity is not advisable. Basically, Shukracharya is concerned about his own maintenance. And finally, Shukracharya said, this boy, this Vishnu, will occupy all the three worlds within 2 steps. With 1 step, he will occupy entire earth. With another step, he will occupy entire outer space. And you will not be in a position to fulfill your promise also. He will make you so bankrupt that you will not be able to offer your 3rd step. Now, Shukracharya was a pure devotee. How could he exactly recognize Vamana as the Supreme Lord? How could he exactly understand all the plans of Vamana? He completely understood the plans. Okay, let's have some interaction. Please speak. Anyone knows? How could Shukracharya understand the plans of the Lord? Completely. Actually, Bhishmadev says, Na hiyasya karhi chitrajan puman vedavidhichitam yadvijignasa yayukta muhyanti kavayopihi. In their attempts to understand the plans of the Lord, even great philosophers also fail. They cannot understand the plans of the Lord. And even Krishna said, Name viduhu suraganaha prabhavam namaharshayaha ahamadirhi devanam maharshinam cha sarvashaha. Even great devatas and suragana, means devatas and rishis also cannot understand me. If the Lord cannot be understood by devatas and rishis and any kings or anybody, how could a Brahmana priest like Sukracharya, who is not a pure devotee, who has selfish intentions, who is so self-centric, how could he understand the plans of Lord Vamana? How could he even recognize that he is Vishnu? And he could understand the plan completely, full blueprint is given. How? Huh? Super soul. In the heart of Sukracharya revealed it. Okay. Huh? The Lord empowered him. Okay. Anything else?
That's a part of Lord's plan so that
Bali
Bali can be tested.
can be tested. Okay. Good. All are good answers.
Against the Devatas and Vishnu, he was always keep chanting the names of Vishnu. So maybe by the mercy of the Lord he made it.
Okay.
Also, it brought out the glory of Bali Maharaj. Even after knowing he is Vishnu, he is going to take away all the things, he still supports.
All are correct, but this is the final answer. All answers are correct. So the Lord has revealed him. The Lord has revealed to Sukracharya his plan exactly, but he did not reveal one part of it. That he is going to bless Bali Maharaj by becoming his doorkeeper in Sudala planet. That part he did not reveal. Till the point of losing his property, the Lord revealed his plan. How much to reveal and how much to hide, the Lord knows. Right? The Lord reveals some things, but as much as we deserve to know, that only he will reveal. As much as we can understand, we have ability to understand, that much only he will reveal. So the Lord revealed his plans to Sukracharya to some degree, just so that Sukracharya stops Bali Maharaj. And then Bali Maharaj gets the credit of rejecting a Avaishnava Guru and surrender to Krishna. Right? Avaishnava mukhodgirnam putam harikathamritam shravanam naiva kartavyam sarpochishta yathaparam yathapaya. So, even if an Avaishnava speaks Krishna Katha, better don't hear. But here is an Avaishnava speaking against Krishna. How can a Vaishnava hear? He rejected. If Bali Maharaj was not told by Sukracharya not to give charity, then Bali Maharaj just simply gives charity, and Vamana occupies the entire universe within 2 steps, and then takes the 3rd step. And where is Bali Maharaj's glory there? The Lord somehow or the other creates situations in his pastimes in such a way that the devotees' glories are brought out. Let's go to Chaitanya Charitamrita for a minute. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu takes Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Swarupadamadara Goswami, and who else? Ramananda Rai, and many other exalted devotees to Haridas Thakur's hut. You know why? In Haridas Thakur's hut, Rupa Goswami was staying for about 10 months or so. At that time, he wrote Lalita Madhava and Vedagda Madhava, 2 great literatures. And he wrote the introductory portion very nicely. He also wrote Tunde Tanda Universe, so many things he wrote. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became very impressed with his literature. Then he took these great devotees, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and Ramananda and others, to Rupa Goswami to examine his work. So while the Lord is making these devotees examine the work of Rupa Goswami, the Lord is examining them. How? Oh, will Ramananda Rai become envious of Rupa Goswami that Rupa Goswami wrote such wonderful poetry? Will Swarupadamadara Goswami or Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya will become jealous of Rupa Goswami because Rupa Goswami is writing such wonderful, amazing literature? He is examining them. But at the end of this whole meeting, Sarvadamodar Goswami and Ramananda, none of them became envious of Rupa Goswami. They became very happy with him. So thus, by putting them to test, the Lord brought out their glories. How non-envious my devotees are. How humble my devotees are. Rupa Goswami is very humble, and Ramananda Rai and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, they are not at all envious. So although they are praising him, Rupa Goswami did not become proud. Although Rupa Goswami is being praised, Ramananda Rai and others did not become envious. The Lord brought out these glories of these devotees by creating this situation. Similarly, in this context also, the Lord personally revealed the plan, his own personal plan to Sukracharya, although ordinarily he has no ability, no purity, he doesn't deserve to understand the Lord's plan. All this he did only to bring out the glory of Bali Maharaj. If Bali Maharaj had consciously rejected Guru's order, and despite knowing that Lord Vishnu or Lord Vamana will take away all his property, he offered this property, we will not understand his glory. Right? So, Lord Vamanadev specifically appeared to glorify Bali Maharaj. Just like Lord Hari appeared specifically to protect Gajendra, Lord Narasimhadev appeared specifically to protect Prahlad Maharaj, Lord Vamanadev specifically appeared to glorify Bali Maharaj. And as a part of glorification, there is humiliation. Bali Maharaj selflessly offered so much of wealth to Vamanadev. So Vamanadev accepted it. To cut the long story short, it's 9 o'clock. How long can we go? It's 8. Oh, fine. No problem. I was fast forwarding. Okay. But it's 9. Okay. So Bali Maharaj, how long can we go? 8:30? 3 steps left. I'll cover only 2 steps. Okay. So Bali Maharaj agreed to offer this charity. Actually, he gave a very fitting reply to Sukracharya also. You gave 9 reasons. I will give 9 reasons to counteract your reasons also. First, I am descendant of great dynasty of Prahlad Maharaj. Secondly, even if I lose my property, as you said, even if I lose my property, still I am not losing anything. Because reputation, fame is a greater property that continues to exist with us even after our departure. But our possessions, they will leave us, and we have to leave them at the time of death. But what stays with the person even after death is reputation. It is fame. So Subhi Chakravarti, who offered his own flesh to protect the dove, and many other great personalities who offered charity, Rantidev, they all become very glorious in the eyes of all future generations to come because they selflessly offered charity. Similarly, I am not concerned about losing possessions. Even if what you said comes true one day, comes true now, still I am not afraid of it because I am going to gain reputation, which is a better privilege than keeping my possessions. And further he said that if Lord Vishnu comes to take charity from me, if his hand is below, if my hand is above, right? What could be a greater privilege than that? It's good. Lord Vishnu considered that he has to take away my property by cheating. That's additional glory to me. If he cannot come straight forward and then take that property from me, if he has to cheat me to take away property from me, that's like extra, accolade or whatever it is for me, he said. Actually, he didn't mean it. He said it just to impress Sukracharya so that he will permit. As much as possible, let's try to let me please him and give charity. Still, if he's not pleased, no problem, I'll give charity anyways. right? So you can say no, but you can say no politely, so that other person doesn't get hurt. But uh, but if the other person is not at all agreeing to dharma, even impolitely you have to say no, right? Dharma is more important, not pleasing some materialistic mind, right? So just like Hanumanji, he was jumping across the Lanka Ocean. Surasa came. Surasa came, opened her mouth so wide, and Hanumanji had to enter that mouth. She said, "You should enter my mouth right now." Hanuman said, "Okay, I will enter, not now. Let me find Sita Devi, give the news to Lord Ramachandra, then I will enter." But Surasa said, "No, you have to enter now only." And she expanded her mouth. And Hanumanji also expanded his body. Then she widened her mouth even more. He also expanded his body. 10 yojanas, 10 yojanas, 20, 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, 50, 50. Like that competition is going on. At one point, Hanumanji thought, why am I unnecessarily caught up in this competition? Unnecessary competition with her. The purpose of my life or the purpose of my mission is not to prove myself that I can expand my body bigger than her mouth. Is that the purpose of my life? Is that the goal of my life? My goal is to prove that I can expand my body bigger than Surasa's mouth. That was never his purpose. I have to serve Lord Ramachandra. What does she want from me? She wants me to enter her mouth. Okay, let me enter. He became as small as a fly, entered her mouth. Before she could close, he came out. He said, "See, I did whatever you wanted me to do. Let me go, please." He showed humility. He showed wit. He was clever. Without displeasing her, pacifying her ego, or no, addressing her demand, he did not obstruct his own way, his own mission. So, if there is a possibility, let's try to pursue our goals without displeasing people. But if it is not possible, goal is important. Your glorious goal is important, not pleasing the evil mind of somebody. Right? So Sukracharya was not agreeable, and Bali Maharaj is very determined to offer his charity. He offered charity. Then Vamana accepted 3 steps of charity. Bali Maharaj took the opportunity to wash the lotus feet of Vamana, which is the source of Ganga. या वैल सत्श्री तुलसी विभुश्रा कृष्णाघ्रिरेण्वभ्यधिकाम्बुनेत्री. Ganga water is filled with the dust of the feet of the Lord, of the Supreme Lord. And Ganga water also has the flavor of tulsi leaves. Because at the lotus feet of the Lord, there is some dust, there is also some tulsi leaves. So, Ganga river is always filled with the flavor of tulsi leaves plus some dust from Krishna's lotus feet. Yat shaucha nishrita sarit pravarodakena तीर्थेन मूर्ध्न्यधिकृतेन शिवः शिवो भूत् ध्यातुः मनः शबलशैलनिसृष्टवज्रं ध्यायेच्चिरं भगवतः चरणारविन्दम्. That water that washed the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu becomes Ganga, and Lord Shiva, who is all auspicious, becomes all the more auspicious by holding that water on his head. And here is Bali Maharaj, who took the opportunity to wash the feet of Lord Vamana. So Vamana, as everybody knows, he expanded his body. He became so huge. He became Trivikrama. If you go to Sri Rangam, there is a deity of Trivikram Perumal, Ulaganda Perumal, Ulaganda Perumal, where you enter the altar and then you see like this. You peep inside the door and then you see like this, like 20-30 feet tall, and the door is just hardly some 8-10 feet tall. You went there anytime? Ulaganda Perumal? Next time when you go to Gachibowli, you can see. So Lord, huge deity, 1 foot on the head, 1 foot on the land, 1 foot raising into the sky. Black. They put some oil, I think, it's shining black. Kanchipuram Yatra you can plan. Huh? You have seen? Okay, great. So Lord Vamana expanded his size. He became so huge. and he occupied the entire earth with 1 foot, entire sky with another foot, outer space. So at this moment, Jambavan came and he circumambulated Vamanadev. At this moment, Lord Brahma came. He started washing the upraised foot of Vamanadev with the water in his kamandalu. And another peculiar incident happened. This universe is there like a shell, and Vamanadev's foot started piercing the coverings of the universe, and the water from the causal ocean, which is outside the universe, started coming inside the universe, and that became Ganga. Now, what became Ganga? Now, causal waters, the waters of the causal ocean that entered the universe became Ganga. That's one version. And the water that washed the Lord's lotus feet, that Brahma washed the lotus feet of the Lord with the water in his kamandalu, that became Ganga. That's another version. And another third version is Ganga is considered the liquid form of Lord Narayana. Prabhupada says basically Ganga river is a combination of all three. Right? Mixture of causal waters, ocean, water of causal ocean, and also Brahma's kamandalu water. Anyways, Ganga descended. So all these peculiar things were happening when Vamanadev lifted his foot. Then Vamanadev told Bali Maharaj, "You promised me 3 steps of land, but I occupied all the 3 worlds with 2 steps. Where is the 3rd step?" Okay, that is his demand. "You gave me a check without sufficient bank balance. Now the check got bounced. You have to go to jail. I'm going to arrest you." So the Lord came down and he said, "I'm going to blame you for anrita dosha." Means you gave a false promise. You don't have sufficient capacity, and you started speaking so many things that one who takes charity from you need not take charity from anyone else for the next 10 lifetimes. So many promises we have given. The Lord completely humiliated him, insulted him, tested his patience and tolerance. And Bali Maharaj is standing there. Then at this moment, Vamanadev thought of arresting Bali Maharaj. Then he called for Varuna Pasha, and Varuna Pasha just completely arrested Bali Maharaj, tied him, did some Damodar Leela with Bali Maharaj. And Bali Maharaj was there in an arrested situation. Then all the demons, they looked at Bali Maharaj. Our king is like this only. He gives all kinds of promises, and he puts all our lives also into trouble. So they took their weapons and started attacking Vamanadev. Then Vishnu Parshadas, Vishnu Dutas came there and they started counter-attacking the demons. At this moment, Bali Maharaj started speaking to the demons. Don't attack Vamanadev. Now, time is favoring the devatas, not us. So better keep quiet. See, he controlled them. Then Prahlad Maharaj came there. Prahlad Maharaj said that, "My dear Lord, I offer my obeisances to you. Whatever punishment that you have given to my grandson, Bali Maharaj, is appropriate punishment." Actually, when Prahlad Maharaj came, Bali Maharaj bent his head low because he was thinking that in front of the Lord I am arrested here. Now my grandfather, who is my guide, because of whose mercy I became a Vaishnava, he might think that I must have done some mistake. That's why the Lord has arrested me like this. So he felt very embarrassed to stand in such an arrested position in front of his grandfather. But anyways, Prahlad Maharaj is mature, he understood things. Then Bali Maharaj started speaking also. You have taken away all my property. Ultimately, it's all temporary. One's kingdom, one's position, one's privileges, one's possessions, one's wife, one's children, all of them are temporary. One day we have to give them up. So he spoke like this. At this moment, Bali Maharaj's wife came there. Her name is Vindhyavali. She noticed, oh, my husband is saying wife is also temporary. uh, Property is temporary. He counted me also in all that. Then she gave a counter attack to counter her husband's words. What did husband say? Ultimately, all this property, wife, children, all these are temporary. They cannot stay with us for longer time. Then Vindhyavali came and said, oh Lord, some people think that they are the rulers, they are the masters, they are the proprietors, they are the controllers. But you are the ultimate controller, you are the ultimate master, you are ultimate proprietor. They think that they are the proprietors of some property and they can give it up. In the first place, the property does not belong to them only. Why did they give up? In one sense, she is saying that I don't belong to him, I belong to you. Right? He thinks, oh, wife also will not stay with me for a longer time. I have to give up everything. I never belong to you. I am Krishna's servant. Gopi Bharto Padakamalaya Dasa Dasa Dasa. Naham Vipro Nase Narapati. Not Narapati, not Pati also. Right? An average conditioned soul is nobody's Pati. Nobody's boss or master or proprietor or anything. We are all Das of Krishna. Right? So we are caretakers of other living entities who happen to act as our family members or dependents. That's all. If one thinks that one is master of one's family, that is an illusion. They are an illusion. Vindhyavali taunted Bali Maharaj. They also know philosophy. Now Bali Maharaj's situation you see. He gave charity. He gave all the three worlds. He surrendered to the Lord completely. And now his guru cursed him. One point I missed is when Bali Maharaj denied the order of Sukracharya, Sukracharya cursed him. May you lose all your material opulence. He cursed him. That's what happened. Even if he had not cursed him also, it will happen. But he cursed also as a part of the pastime. So Guru displeased him. Guru cursed him. Wife taunted him. He stood in a very embarrassing situation in front of his grandfather, and all the citizens, all his demoniac friends and associates, they ridiculed him, and he himself was arrested by the Lord. How much humiliation! The Lord is testing him, testing his tolerance. Still, Bali Maharaj did not become impatient. Still, Bali Maharaj is very tolerant, very patient. Then he said, "Oh Lord, you wanted third step, right? I can never give up my promise. I promised 3 steps, I will give 3 steps." Even in arrested condition also he is saying, 3 steps of land I have to give. Somehow or the other. So where is the third step? What will you give me now? What do you have now? I have my head. So I have my head. Please take this as my third step. The Lord said, okay, I will take. Now I have a question for you. Vamana Deva has occupied the entire universe in 2 steps. Means half the universe is 1 step for him. Right? Just calculation. So Bali Maharaj's head is as big as half the universe. If the Lord's step can occupy half of the universe, how can one little head of Bali Maharaj, although he may be a little bigger than us, we may be 6 feet tall, he may be 10 feet tall, we don't know what was his size, but definitely it's not half the universe, right? How can this little area on his head suffice for the third step? Question for you. Surrender. Okay. Anything else?
That is considered one kshetra.
So surrender, ego, then kshetra. Kshetra means?
It's the property of that person, so he owns it.
Oh, he owns it. Okay, next. It is still his property. Anything else? Huh? Vaman's foot can contract, his head cannot expand. Right? So now he's in a different contract now, where he expanded his farm. Means if he has to contract, means if he has to contract his farm, then it's a conditional offering. It's not like offering according to his expectation. Okay. Even before that, I have another related question. He already occupied all the three worlds, right? Within the three worlds only, Bali Maharaj is standing there, right? Is he not occupied? Bali Maharaj is already taken, right? He is a part of the universe and he occupied the entire universe, all the three worlds. So how is that logical? Bali Maharaj offering his head for the third step, how is it logical? How does it make sense? But you already know all this. Anything?
Physical sense, what you said is right, but he offered everything except still thinking I'm in possession of being able to offer something else. That my part is
Okay,
that
okay.
step.
That ego or that conception of being a charitable person, that he offered. Correct. All these are correct answers. Anything more? Little more logical answer I want.
The
Land.
proprietor of land is like more.
You read all Vishnu Chakravarti's commentary, I think. You came with correct answers. You may go to land, so next time for making a big center or big temple, you gather 10-20 crores and then you purchase how much? 1,000-2,000 square feet? 1,500 square feet land. Right? So the proprietor, whoever is selling you the property, he will stand there and he will, okay, fine, take this 1 acre land. Then you can't say, you are also sitting in this 1 acre land only, I will take you also. Can you say that? So land, property and the proprietor is always different. Property is different from the proprietor. In fact, proprietor is more valuable than the property. If proprietor is alive, he can acquire more property also. So when you occupy property, you are not occupying the proprietor himself. Proprietor always is different from the property. Now Bali Maharaj is this big head or small head is bigger than the three worlds. Right? Because he bowed down that head in front of Shukracharya and gained all the three worlds. If the head is still with him, he can gain three worlds in a different universe also. Right? So, property is material. Person is spiritual. In fact, the third step that Bali Maharaj offered is more valuable, more expensive, much greater than the previous two steps he offered. We may consider areas. This is smaller area, that is bigger area, but it is more expensive, right? Sometimes in some obscure corners you will find land easily, but in the middle of a city it's very expensive. Same area land becomes very expensive, right? It's much more expensive than that. And ultimately, the Supreme Lord did not come to take the 3 steps of land from Vamana, from Bali Maharaj. He's never interested in the 3 worlds. He's never interested in that property. He's interested in Bali Maharaj. That's why he is agitating him, provoking him, is doing all the things so that he can surrender himself. I want you. I don't want this property. Vamana came to accept Bali Maharaj as his dear devotee, to show mercy on Bali Maharaj, to give himself to Bali Maharaj. You give yourself to me, then I'll give myself to you. So the Lord is creating a situation where Bali Maharaj can do Atma Nivedanam, can completely submit himself, surrender himself, offer himself to the Lord. Bhakti is not offering something to Krishna. Bhakti is offering yourself to Krishna. Right? So whatever Bali Maharaj has done now, till now, whatever offerings he has made to the Lord, they are not real offerings. 3 words, what will the Lord do with it? When he breathes out, millions and millions of universes are coming out of his body. Akhilanda Kota Brahmanda Nayaka, we say, right? Millions of universes are coming out of his body. Each universe is considered a mustard seed. That's all. 1 mustard seed he gave. What will the Lord do with 1 mustard seed? Even if you give a bag of mustard seeds, the Lord says, Yeho bahya. इसमें कुछ जरूरत नहीं, I don't want this. He rejects it. But one soul, which is 1/10, 1/10,000th of a tip of a hair, that is more valuable than this bag of mustard seeds for the Lord. Because that is material universe. They are material universes, and this is spirit soul, who has love for Krishna, who has developed love for Krishna. Vamana came to accept Bali Maharaj as his eternal companion, servant, devotee, lover. He did not come to take his property. What will he do with this material property? He took it to give to Indra. Indra, heaven, you want to become heavenly king, right? You are so fried out, frustrated, you look so morose, you look so lost. Take it. Don't cry, take it. Let me have a pastime with my dear devotee, Bali Maharaj. So, the Lord has given material heaven to this so-called winner Indra, and the Lord has given himself to his dear devotee, Bali Maharaj. So Bali Maharaj said, "Oh Lord, please put your third step on my head." And the Lord kept the third step on Bali Maharaj's head, and Bali Maharaj just entered into Sutala Loka. The Lord told, "You enter Sutala Loka." Actually, at this moment, before all this happened, Brahma became a lawyer, self-appointed lawyer. You call defense lawyer, right? I don't know what lawyer. So he became the lawyer of Bali Maharaj. He said, "Oh Lord, he doesn't deserve so much of humiliation. You have taken away his property. You have made his own family members insult him in 100 different ways. You have made his guru reject him, chastise him, and curse him. Looks like, apparently it seems like you are taking revenge on him." Duryodhan called Pandavas gambling match, right? He cheated him and took away all their property, insulted their wife. And Vamana wanted charity and he took away all the property of Bali Maharaj and made his wife insult him, right? Made his guru insult him, made his followers, all the demons insult him, and he arrested him completely. See how much the Lord tests a devotee, only to bring out the devotee's glory, right? Just imagine yourself in that situation. Will you still continue to keep faith in the Lord? If the Lord humiliates us, frustrates us publicly, cheats us, the person who is supposed to be extremely trustworthy is cheating. I want 3 steps of land and give a big seminar on principles of satisfaction. And he occupies the 3 worlds in 2 steps and asks, "Where is the third step? Where is the third step?" And says, "I will send you to hell. I will send you to Patal Loka, Sutal Loka." Is it fair? How can the Lord do like this? This is love. If we can perceive this as love and not injustice, then we are mature in bhakti. But if we perceive as injustice, we have a long way to go. Because this is how the Lord deals with his exalted devotees. But one little mistake done by Parikshit, he gets a curse to die in 7 days. One little feedback, Chitraketu Maharaj gives to Lord Shiva, he becomes a demon in the next life. One little distraction by Bharat Maharaj, he becomes an animal in the next life. Right? See how many exalted devotees are dealt with very severely, very intensely by the Lord. Apparently, the Lord is super strict and neglectful towards them. But what's happening between them and the Lord is a pure love affair. Pure love, pure display of spiritual love. There's no material frustration or lack of faith there. So Bali Maharaj did not lose faith. In fact, you know what Bali Maharaj said? "Oh Lord, when you came to my sacrificial arena, I did not offer you obeisances. I offered you obeisances mentally. Just by mental offering of obeisances, you have shown me so much mercy. How much mercy you would have shown upon me if I have physically offered you obeisances? What does it mean? Bali Maharaj is considering all this mercy, not cheating, not injustice. He's not saying, hey, I'll go to Supreme Court, but I can. He's not saying all that. He's seeing all this as pure display of unalloyed mercy. His kripa siddha. Without doing any sadhana, you gave me love of God. You gave me opportunity for Atma Nivedana. While many sadhakas are struggling so much to come to this stage, by your mere glance, by a mere blessing of your devotee Prahlad, you have made me siddha, kripa siddha. See the mercy of the Lord. I am rotting as a demon, king of demons in this material world, constantly pursuing material goals, occupying heavenly planets, aspiring for their heavenly enjoyment, fighting with the devatas, creating an imbalance in the universal administration. I am doing all this. Thank you so much, my dear Lord, for relieving me from this life of material enjoyment and material pursuits. I am very grateful to you for accepting me as your associate, as your servant, giving me an opportunity for Atma Nivedana. So the Lord is waiting for this. The Lord is waiting to reveal the glorious qualities of His pure devotee Bali Maharaj to all of us for all time to come. That's why He behaved like this. Even if I cheat my devotee, even if I loot my devotee, even if I beat my devotee, even if I arrest him, he will not lose faith in me. And that extreme degree of unflinching faith must be demonstrated in this way so that all of us can also develop an iota of faith. That is the Lord's agenda. That's the Lord's plan behind cheating Bali Maharaj. Great souls cheat for a great cause, and super soul also cheats for a great cause. The Lord is not a great soul. He is the super soul of all souls. So He also cheats for a greater cause. Many times the pastimes of the Lord, especially His super strict dealings with some of His devotees, are very bewildering, very confusing. The way He dealt with Chitraketu Maharaj, Parikshit Maharaj, Bali Maharaj, Bharat Maharaj, Pandavas, Kunti Mata, Draupadi, Uttara, Abhimanyu, Bhishma Dev. It seems very surprising, bewildering, shaking our faith. Kritajiti lost her faith. When her son Harshasoka died, Kritajiti lost her faith completely. She was blaming the Lord, she was blaspheming the Lord. That's what happens to an average sadhaka, average spiritualist. But the Supreme Lord Krishna is totally, His pure devotees are totally on a different plane. The relationship, the loving relationship, the faith and the trust between the Lord and His pure devotee will never be shaken up, however difficult and surprising the external circumstances may be. This is the faith that a devotee has. There are many, many more finer nuances of Bali Maharaj's pastime. I'm wondering I could manage to speak 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 2 hours. Okay. Sorry for my poor energy levels, but I think we'll conclude here. If you have any questions, you can ask. Yes. You should answer questions.
Hare Thank you so much for the beautiful heart nourishing class. Pradeep, my question was regarding the form of Vamandev. So generally he is addressed as dwarf Brahmana boy. So like my understanding is like if it boy, so we expect them to be like of
Short
short height
on.
only. But if we are adding this word dwarf, is it like some significance like they are his age is more and that's why, but he's short in height still, that's why dwarf, or any other reason? Like Chatush Kumar we don't add like dwarf like that, but here we use, so any reason?
I don't remember reading anything about it or hearing anything about it. Dwarf is short. I don't know. Anyone knows? Research for you.
So his age,
Kumaras never grew up, basically, right?
They never know.
Yeah, so this difference between both.
Dwarf, is it like some people who never grow, they are always short physically, they are called dwarfs, generally speaking.
yeah.
Is he called dwarf because he is short, or is he actually like that dwarf? Okay, check.
What is generally the form of like Vaman Dev described? Any descriptions are given?
It's given. It kind of describes his boyish form. His childhood form is described. He's wearing a deer skin. He looks very beautiful. The description is given. But about the dwarfness and all, I don't remember reading it. Whereas I forgot, I don't know. Okay, any other question?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. You said that Prabhuji that nectar is only for one manvantra only. So this Rahu and Ketu, this is only for this period only, or they are eternal because they have drank that nectar.
So after this Manvantara period, will Rahu continue to cause solar eclipse or lunar eclipse? Looks like.
So this is only for this manvantra only. Those.
Looks like. Maybe it will happen again next Manvantara also. Maybe again Mohini Murti may come. I don't know. Yes, please.
So what's the practical way of offering yourselves to the Lord in our everyday life? Is it just saying Krishna and yours, or is it more than that?
Whatever energies we have, whatever faculties we have, we need to utilize in Krishna's service. So offering ourselves at this stage is offering our senses, offering our mind, offering our words. Here ourselves means whatever we have. So now the expression of the soul means the soul expresses love for the Lord in the form of emotions and actions. Right? Physically we need to act, and internally we need to have that emotion. Then it's complete offering. Physically we may make an offering. So that may not be loving offering always. But internally, if we have that bhava, if you have that mood or loving affection, then you are offering yourself also. Because you are offering your heart, you are offering your emotions, you are offering your feelings, you are considering yourself his. That is the way we are offering. Now let's begin with offering all our activities of our senses to Krishna's service. Hrishikena Hrishikesa Sevanam Bhakti Ruchyate. Let's begin there. Eventually we'll come to Bhava. Basically, sadhana bhakti means offering our senses to Krishna's service, or utilizing one's senses to serve Krishna. That is sadhana bhakti. And the result of sadhana bhakti is bhava, where we develop emotions for Krishna. So then it becomes complete. Then it's become complete offering, where you come to the level of prema and offer yourself completely. Initially we begin with offering what we have, and by doing so we cultivate love, eventually emotions, and it transforms into deep attachment to the Lord, and we offer ourselves. Then we become Krishnas. Not that whatever we have goes to Krishna, but we go to Krishna. Makes sense?
So at the moment, don't we belong to Krishna?
We eternally belong to Krishna. But because of having other attachments, material attachments, we are not aware of or we are not conscious of our belongingness to Krishna. We think, I have a separate life other than Krishna also. Consciously or unconsciously, many conditioned souls think like that. But when somebody is thoroughly Krishna conscious, whatever they say, whatever they do, whatever they think, everything is for Krishna. At every moment, only Krishna is there in my mind, in our mind, in such devotee's mind. And amongst all of them, the best is Srimati Radharani. That's why she is called Devi Krishnamayi Prokta Radhika Paradevata. Krishnamayi means she is filled with Krishna. Nothing else is there in her existence. In her senses, in her mind, in her words, in her body. She is filled with Krishna, Krishnamayi. We are not Krishnamayi yet. We belong to Krishna, definitely. But we are not aware of our belongingness to Krishna. We are not fully conscious. We are not constantly conscious of our belongingness to Krishna. We are conscious to some degree, but that consciousness is not consistent or constant. It's intermittent. When we are hearing a class, I belong to Krishna. But when we go out of the class, something else will happen. Other feelings and other designations will overwhelm us, will overpower us. Yes, Prashastha.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you for the wonderful class. As you have said before, the devatas are the devotees of the Lord. So usually the devatas are the, as you said, they're devotees. Usually devotees don't have any materialistic desires or anything like that. So why did they want to like kill the demons like that? And also why were they like so proud, so passionate?
Devatas are definitely devotees, but all of them are not pure devotees. There are devotees, some category of people who are in pure consciousness, they just want to serve the Lord. They don't want to control anything or exploit anything or enjoy anything. They just want to serve the Lord. They are one category, pure devotees. There's another category. They want to control material nature. They have a controllership mentality. They want to enjoy separate from the Lord. That's impure consciousness. This is pure consciousness. But devatas are a category that belong to mixed consciousness. They want to serve the Lord. They want to control things also. So the Lord gives opportunities to such people of mixed consciousness to become devatas, to become managers. You want to serve me and you want to control me also? Your controllership is my service. You control fire department. You control air department. You control water bodies department. Who is the controller of water bodies department? Varuna. Who is the controller of criminal department? Like the different devatas are given different positions of controlling deities. So because all of them are not in pure consciousness, they are in mixed consciousness, they want to serve the Lord little bit, they also want to control this material nature little bit. So they are in mixed consciousness. So whenever that impure consciousness overwhelms them, the Lord has to pull their ear. Whenever the pure consciousness becomes prominent and it keeps growing, controllership goes down and service attitude grows up. Then they will go back to God. They will become pure devotees. So in short, devatas want to control or they are passionate mainly because all of them are not pure devotees. Yes, Mrs.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisance. Prabhuji, I always had this question. I'm not sure if it's appropriate to ask. If you so desire, I wanted to ask this question and you may answer it, please. Prabhuji, this is always we hear in the classes and everywhere that there is dust at the lotus feet of the Lord, the dust of the spiritual master's lotus feet. But for a transcendental form, for a spiritual form, and at the feet of a pure devotee, why there is dust, Prabhuji? Because dust we see, maybe this is only my material consciousness and understanding, dust is some kind of a contamination or impurity. So why this dust? And I always try to find that dust at the feet of the spiritual master, but I'm not finding that dust. I wonder what kind of dust I can find at the feet of the lotus, feet of the Lord. I'm actually very confused, Prabhuji. If you may desire, please answer.
Once in Vrindavan, Prabhupada saw a room filled with dust. It's dirty. Then he told the devotees, why the room is dirty? Like this. And the devotee said, this is Vrajat Huli. It's a secret dust from Vrindavan Dham. Then Prabhupada said, that's okay, but it is dirty. We should clean it. Prabhupada says, clean that Vrajat Huli. Right? It is Vrajat Huli, Vrindavan ka is Huli. That does not mean you keep your room in Vrindavan so unclean. It is there. So we need to see the context also. It's not literally dust. The spirit of saying, Ayinanda Tanuja Kinkaram Patitam Mam Vishame Bhavam Budau Kripaya Tava Pada Pankaja Sthita Dhuli Sadrasham Vichintaya. We are saying, I want to find dust at the lotus feet of spiritual master or Krishna. But the devotee aspires to become dust at the lotus feet of spiritual master Krishna. So when you say I want to become dust, I want to take the dust, it is only our eagerness to serve the Lord. Because feet are the lowest part of the body, and whatever is under that feet is supposed to be considered insignificant. Considering myself insignificant, I am comparing myself with the dust particle under that lotus. Right? It's a mood of humility. It's an expression of surrender. It's an expression of service attitude. It's an expression of eagerness to serve the Lord, giving up all our conceptions of being proprietors or controllers or masters or enjoyers in this world. Considering and acknowledging oneself, acknowledging one's own insignificance in comparison to the glory of the Lord. So that's what the dust signifies. Mahiyasam padarajo bhishekam nishkinchanana navrinitayavat. Means Bhagavatam says we need to bathe with the dust from the lotus feet of devotees. Bathe with the dust. So bathing with the dust or becoming a dust particle or aspiring for the dust particle, all these are basically indicating that a devotee must be humble. I'm a humble, menial servant of the Lord and his devotees, the Vaishnavas. So that's the mood. So we need to see the mood more than taking the literal meaning. Sometimes you may take literally, some dust if it is available and then put on head, to that degree fine. But one may take dust, Adharajobhishekam. One may take one morsel of dust every day and then take bath every day. Right, like Angaraga or whatever. You take bath and don't do any service. Don't chant. I'm taking dust. Mahiyasam Adharajobhishekam every day. I need not do any service. Then what's the point of taking that kind of dust? One may not take dust, but they're doing a lot of service. They're actually taking dust. They're actually bathing themselves with the dust. They're actually considering themselves as a dust particle in the dust. Makes sense?
In Ramayana, we have Vishwamitra explaining the birth of Ganga, that by from the king of Ram. And how is that related? How formed from Shiva's as in Ramayana?
Yeah. descended either from the lotus feet of the Lord or from the water of causal ocean, or a combination of both or whatever. She first descended to the upper planets. And Bhagirath brought her from upper planet, heavenly planet, to earthly planet. That's the story that Vishwamitra narrated. Sagar Maharaj's sons and all that. That's only descent from upper planets to earthly planet, not descent from causal ocean. Anything else? Yes, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much for the Krishna Kadhamritam. It's really nectar. I'm really fulfilled with that. Thank you so much. And my question is regarding the boon given to the Aditi, because the Lord came as her son. So actually, Lord, when he appeared in front of when Prajaksha, so at that time, Lord understood her intention. It's not that she asked for that benediction. So how come she got that great benediction as Lord came as her son? Because I see the Yashoda Mata and the Kausalya Muni, they did lot of penance. What must be the reason behind that? What could be the reason? Yeah. Thank you so much.
Ultimately, Aditi Kashyapa are other forms of Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj. Or I would say Devaki and Vasudeva. They're more Aishwarya flavor. So Devaki, Vasudeva, Sutapa Prishni, then Aditi Kashyapa. So the Lord appeared as the son of this couple in 3 lifetimes, right? Because of the penance that they have done earlier. So apparently it seems that within 12 days the Lord appeared as her son. But they have done their sadhana earlier. And definitely they are a part of the Lord's Leela, pastime. So the Lord minimizes the discussion and maximizes the Leela. Right? Makes sense?
Yes, Prabhu. Auntie, this benediction is given earlier. That he will descend it as his son, as their son in 3 generations. Is it when given that benediction much earlier? You mean to say?
Dhara and Drona did tapasya, and the Lord appeared as their son. No, Dhara and Drona is for Yashoda and Nanda. Prishni and Sutapa. They did. Earlier, at least when Krishna appeared as the son of Devaki and Vasudeva, the Lord mentions about their 3 lifetimes. There is past and present, we need to check.
Thank you so much.
You talked about the glories of the prayers, right? And how it is so important that we pray for the well-being of others and so. So how can we develop this nature of prayers which can come naturally to you? So because sometimes because of our
First we need to practice, then it becomes natural. For anything to happen spontaneously, it has to be practiced first. We need to consciously offer prayers, whatever you can keep your frequency. Then when we love people, when we are genuinely concerned about people's welfare, that prayerful attitude automatically comes. Just like parents naturally pray for children. There's a loving bonding. Similarly, if one can expand one's love and affection and concern beyond one's biological family and then think about the welfare of multiple people, naturally that concern comes. Naturally that prayerful attitude comes. So for a devotee, one's own biological family is not the only family. For a devotee who is connected to every single living being as a spirit soul, everybody is a family. Everybody is a family member. So, for an average materialistic person, they think their family is the world, but for a devotee, world is the family. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much for a wonderful class. Definitely, you started with the power of prayers and how the Lord tests and how we can win with the power of those prayers of Prahlad Maharaj. It's such a wonderful class. Those are my 2 takeaways, Prabhu. And thank you so much for the wonderful class. See, 3 loud Haribos. Only 3, right? Haribol! Haribol! Should go to all the planetary systems. That loud we need it. Thank you, Prabhu. And Prabhuji is again going to give us a session on December 8th for the Sunday Feast program. So 20 days from now, Prabhu is going to come here again and give us a session. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Narasimha Harati. Who's going to sing Narasimha Harati?